kind of man would declare war on the Catholic Church to marry a woman only to behead her 3 years later? King Henry VIII. That's who. In the 16th century, Henry altered the entrenched institution of religion, enduring multiple rebellions, all to divorce one woman and marry another, Anne Boleyn. He literally moved heaven and earth for her. So Anne probably didn't expect an execution 3 years after marrying Henry in 1533. Love, though, is a fickle mistress. Speaking of, that's why Henry turned on her. Anne initially attracted Henry because she exhibited intelligence, political savvy, and a fiery, independent nature. As such, she rejected becoming merely his mistress. The excitement of the hunt enraptured Henry, kicking off the English Reformation as he had to have her. But in marriage, she had the audacity to continue acting like her own woman, something the egotistical Henry couldn't tolerate. If she'd given birth to a son, he might have forgiven her. Unfortunately, she only gave him one daughter and 3 miscarriages. This was almost certainly Henry's fault biologically, given that as many as 70% of his lover's pregnancies didn't survive infancy. But the king can't be blaming himself. Anne fell out of Henry's favor, and the public already hated her, blaming her for the king's tyranny and the death of good Christians, like Henry's previous Lord Chancellor. They also derided her lavish spending on gowns and accessories. Looking for an out, King Henry had her investigated in 1536 for high treason, because execution is easier than divorce for reasons. Henry's most trusted man, Thomas Cromwell, manufactured evidence of adultery, incest with her brother, and plotting to kill the king. Anne's brother wasn't an enemy of Henry's, though, so why the incest charge? Well, adultery wasn't quite execution-worthy, but incest magnified the crime by 10x. Anne's brother then presented such a great argument against the false charges that those in court bet at 10-to-1 odds he'd be acquitted. The clearly biased jury, though, unanimously went in the other direction, declaring the siblings guilty. Anne, her brother, and 4 others were executed in 1536. Henry married Anne's maid of honor 11 days later. Thomas Cromwell was such a big help, Henry later rewarded him with his own execution because that's what Henry does. As the saying goes, I think, you don't get to 57,000 deaths without bulldozing a few hundred farms that exclusively produce eggs. It's close enough.